So tactical weaknesses basically is weak squares around the king, and also hanging pieces. Queen is also can be under attack. H6 is hanging knight, H8 is hanging rook, D8 is hanging rook. All these pieces are misplaced, not ideal, softly said, and who plays black like this? Even he's up a queen, but pieces are horribly placed. Okay, so there are tactical weaknesses, all of that squares, and also we need to notice files, open files, front of the king. Some ideas can be there, and also weak, basically, of course, 3 ranks, and all the ways to interfere it, and all the ways to interfere with the bishop on this diagonal, and yeah, and something like that. No, but basically, if you see this position, you can understand that it's only move knight c5 with the idea to checkmate the king. Yes, and the question is all about what how opponent will defend the position. I remember my thoughts process. It's easy to spot queen e1. It's only move, and then it's kind of easy to spot like rook b1 is powerful threat, and also only idea to defend is to run with the king through the pieces, right? King d6 and in this direction. So it's basically also only rook d6 with the simple idea to play king d8, and then there are multiple ideas for white, like if just play rook b1, king d8, and it's king wants to run back to e7, but then there is rook e3, rook e1 to reinforce the threat. These kinds of ideas. Also, I remember I checked here idea with rook e7, and I was attached to the idea like after knight f1, knight e6. I will show you. Yeah, knight c5, queen e1, rook takes c1, rook d6. I had this idea in my mind to checkmate my opponent in this way. It's quite nice. Yeah, but of course I quickly asked myself if there any refutation, and I put spot as I remember ideas with rook d7. It was enough to refute it. Yes, and eventually I checked bd7 is also a good way to defend this position. It did not work, but then I could understand, wow, knight a6 actually itself creates threat rook b8, knight c5 mate without even sacrificing on a7, and I started to check knight a6 ideas, and then there was this idea like we wanted to run away with the king to the rook's place, now to the pawn's place, like c5. I quickly could understand that this is idea to run king on c6, and I wasn't sure about this position. Like I take knight c5, king c6. Yes, it hangs. There is pin, but there is knight hangs, and if I move my knight somewhere, even after I win this piece, it's unclear. Like his king is active, he has counterplay, and I have weaknesses. I assume I cannot win this against computer, and so finally I come to understand it's all about detachment. Like because this is idea about this. Checkmate here, and this is about checkmate here. But there is also tactical weaknesses. Not only this, when we scan the position, yes, we notice all the files. If you scan, you notice all the files. Yes, and I could spot there is this nasty move rook a3, removing the rook from the open file. Yes, giving up all these ideas with checkmate knight c5, but with simple idea rook a6 and rook a8 checkmate, and this is just devastating. because king cannot defend here. Rook b1, king cannot run to this side. It's actually can, it's only idea, but after, let's say, king d8 or bd7, doesn't matter. Rook 8, bc8, if I remember it correct. What was the idea? Knight b7, knight d6, I remember was the idea. Wait, did not I misunderstand move order? Right, king d8. King d8, rook a6, or knight bd7, rook a6, logical, king d8. Knight b7, d6, rook 8, rook h8, okay. Keep it simple, stupid. Please, yeah. Knight b7, knight d6, yeah. And there is no another way to defend the position. It's simply winning. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you could enjoy. And the lesson again, as always, detachment. If you start to refute your idea, this is the cost of losing your games and not solving puzzles. And here, clear this nice checkmate with knight c5 was and attacking on b file was idea which was nice idea which kept our mind in the prison. Yes, if you cannot free your mind from one idea, it doesn't see multiple ideas. And a7, a6 are a6, a7, a8. So on the a file are also weaknesses here. Okay, I hope you could get some amazing points from this video. And also all these kind of escapes through the pieces, through the pawns, well, like this, it's not obvious in this position. Like in initial position, king can move to c6, yes, for the king safety. There is a pawn knight blockade in this pawn, and the king cannot escape here. We actually need to scan the position, like from the black side where king wants to be, like I always ask. And we need to train ourselves to see the king on the pawns, on the pieces like this. If you train yourself to see all the time your king running over your pieces, like king d8, king a8, king c7, king c6, yes, opponent's pieces also, you simply, you won't miss the ideas with king d7, king c6.